we're going to look here for a minute. We're going to look some more at this stuff later on. I'm going to discuss with you some ideas of, well, the main idea that we will use for this upcoming speech. This method I'm going to talk to you about, we've discussed a little bit already, but this has been used since about the 1930s. About 1936, a guy developed this persuasion method, and it works. It works. I mean, I'm telling you that it does. It's worked on your grandparents. It's worked on your parents. It's worked on you. And even though I tell you about it today, you may notice it, but it will still work on you in the future. It's very effective. This is the method that we will use in your speech. Now, there are other methods in your textbook of persuasion. They are effective as well. But I think this is probably one of the most effective ways to persuade. This is called Monroe's motivated sequence. There are 5 steps. 5 steps in Monroe's motivated sequence. The first thing you do, just like in informative speaking, is you get your audience's attention in some way. We're not going to go back through all this, but there are those numerous ways we listed. We probably listed 8 different ways to get your audience's attention. There are probably more. So you grab your audience's attention somehow, whether it's that story, use of humor, whatever it may be. You have to get the audience's attention and get it quickly. The second thing you do is help them realize there is a need for something. Is anybody's birthday coming up soon?
In 5 months.
5 months. But you're counting down, right?
17.
I wish Amy were here for this discussion. If you wanted something from your parents, or from a spouse, or from a girlfriend or boyfriend, if you wanted something for your birthday, how would you go about getting that for your birthday?
That's the worst.
What's that, Kyle?
You just make me feel guilty.
Ooh, guilt. Ooh.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Subliminal.
Subliminal.
Leave magazine articles out
Yeah.
on the page that you want something off of. And
It's a good idea.
And just don't say anything. Just walk
Okay.
away.
I do extra stuff like anything my mama asks me to do, I just do it. And I just start making sure
Yeah.
everything is nice and neat in the house.
You get the question, what do you
Making
want?
her lunch. Then she'll give it to me because she's like, well, you have been doing a good job. That's how I always did it. I just work my butt up.
What is something a college student might want for a birthday? What? A book, yeah, a textbook.
Money.
It's a sad time in life when you want a textbook for your birthday. Yeah, money. Yeah. What else?
Laptop.
Laptop. Good. Is a laptop
A
a new car?
Yeah.
Is a laptop expensive?
Yes.
Okay, let's go with kind of a midway item. We're not going to go with a car, it's a little too much. A book is good, but
A
it's...
new phone, upgrade on a new phone.
Yeah. Let's go with a laptop. Laptop is something we can think of. How do we
That's like
justify this? Now, before we learn exactly what all goes into this methodology, how would you typically go about asking mom or dad or your husband or wife for this design? Yeah. You're
Try
wearing
to
here.
see why you need it.
Okay, good. You're right. You're exactly right. This is the right way to do it. But sometimes we come to them and say, hey, I need a computer because it does all these things for me, right? It does all these things. And what are some of the benefits of having a laptop in college on this campus?
Speed.
Speed, like what?
Like, you don't have to go to the slow computers.
Okay, there's computers here, so it's fast, right? So this computer's just fast and stuff. Good.
You can take in class, take notes with it.
You can take notes in the classroom. What else?
You can get your stuff done from your room.
You can get your stuff done from your room. Good. Yeah, those are all great things. What's the benefit of having a laptop? It's college student.
I can talk to my mom and dad on it while I'm away from them
Talk to your mom and dad.
for free. I don't have to use my minutes on myself.
Yeah.
You can Skype.
Okay, good. Good. These are all good things, aren't they? But you can imagine if you've gone to mom or dad and asked for a laptop, let's say it's $700. I don't know about you all, but if I would have asked my parents for a $700 laptop, I think that would answer would have been no. You're welcome to get that when you go earn
Or you
that
can
money.
just buy your own.
Exactly. So we come to them, we say, but it's faster than the campus computers. It helps us. I can take notes in class. I can keep up with my friends and you on the computer. What are they thinking in their mind? They're seeing $700 go out the door, so they're going to think what?
What have you said?
Use that some other way.
Yeah, well, the computers are still. I'm sure they're fast enough. I took notes with a pencil when I was in college. You can take notes with a pencil, can't you? Can't you do that? And then I've got you a cell phone. Your parents thinking, I don't want to talk to you that much anyway. So all these things, thinking, well, I don't need that. I don't need that. So to be more effective, you have to know the need first. And so if we're looking at a laptop, the third step is we offer satisfaction. This is where we say, here's what will solve this problem. The fourth step is visualization. Now that I've told you this will solve the problem or problems, now imagine, this is where we bring that imagery stuff back in. Now imagine how life would be if I had this. Things would just be better, wouldn't it? So, step 5, very important, call to action. A lot of salespeople are great salespeople. They really make you think you should have something. They don't have good sales numbers because they're afraid to ask you to do it. Act on this. Call that. You've got to do this step. I've never told you all this, but I used to be a car salesman. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
And if you're asking someone to buy a $25,000 item, it's a high-ticket item. We don't buy those every day, right? Not a stick of bubble gum. So high-ticket items being like a house, a car, an engagement ring. Those are expensive things, right? So people, even though you get them to thinking, I should do this, and they can imagine how life would be better if I had this, all these problems would be gone. They can visualize themselves with their family in their new car. It smells good, it's clean, air conditioner works, we look cool, right? All these things because of this new car. And you have to imagine them standing on the edge of a cliff, kind of leaning out. They want to, but people on these high-ticket items, they're not going to say, so can I have it? They're not going to reach out and kind of beg for it. No, it takes someone to say, so, take it by the hand, lead them inside. Let's see if we can't take this home tonight. Oh, can they just follow? Okay. They can just follow along with you. You have to make it easy. But if you get them right here to visualization and they can imagine it, they would love to have this. Well, thanks a lot. Thanks for coming in today. You all have a great weekend. They'll walk away, right? Even though they still want it just as bad. If you haven't made it available to them, you haven't challenged them to do something about it. It's kind of like taking them on the back, coming up behind them on that cliff and just kicking them in the back. Saying, so do something about it, right? And so they go for it. You're asking, you're not shoving them. They go for it because you are encouraging them now to do this, right?
Oh, man.
It takes this step. It's a very important step. So let's think about that laptop. What are the benefits? It's fast. It is mobile. It's mobile. I can take notes in class. There's one more.
Chat with
Time.
Yes.
Good, I can chat with my
We
family.
can visually see.
Anything else? Okay, these are all good things, right?
More productive, I guess.
Ooh, more productive. We've already talked about a lot of these, how your mom and dad can say, well, again, you don't need it for that, you don't need it for that, you don't need it. You have to help them realize there is a need for this. Before you ever say, I want a laptop, before you ever say the word laptop, is laptop one word? Before you ever say that, you've got to help them realize something's wrong. They had no idea when they were sitting there reading the paper on Saturday morning that something was wrong with your life, their precious child. But you have to make them aware that something is wrong. So that they think, so by the time you're done working them over, they think, what can I do to solve this? But don't worry, Mighty Mouse, I'm here to save the day because I have the answer to this problem, right? Here it is. All it takes is a laptop. And then you list off how it gets rid of these needs. So, if you make your list of benefits first, because that's usually easier to come up with, then I want you to kind of flip it upside down. Let's talk up here how you would help them realize there's a need for it before